Hello, my gaming friends, and welcome to the May the 4th Star Wars Battle Royale tournament. In today's tournament, we have one army from every single Star Wars faction. This tournament has been held previously, with previous winners being the Mandalorians and the Rebel Army. However, this time around, we have some new, powerful factions getting into the battlefield, along with some returning champions. The battle shall be fought on a Tatooine stadium this time around, with 9 different Star Wars armies participating. Let's meet the contestants. From Geonosis, we have the bugs themselves, the Geonosians. From the planet of Umbaran, we have an Umbaran Army here. All the way from Mandalore, we have, of course, a Mandalorian Warrior Army. A brand new contestant in the Black Sun. Troopers here will be entering on into the battlefield. A popular returning army is the Clone Trooper Army, all the way from Kamino. The B-1 battle droids here, always a weak contestant but ever present, will be right at home on this sand planet as they were birthed in Geonosis. The Wookies find themselves in different terrain than normal, all the way from Kashyyyk. This sand will really get to them. The Stormtrooper Army here will hopefully be doing Darth Vader proud in their performance. And finally, a former winner of the tournament, the Rebels, are entering into the battlefield with their classic A280 blaster rifles. So in just a moment, the tournament shall begin. Please be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Let's try and get 1,000 likes in the first 24 hours. Subscribe if you have not already for more Men of War Star Wars videos. And be sure to comment down below who you are rooting for in this battle. Of course, I am, as you all know, an impartial judge and will not be picking favorites. Let the battle begin! What's up, gamers? I'm here to tell you about Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an amazing place where you can get some fire deals on all sorts of video games. Seriously, it's like 60 to 95% off, as you can see here. These are all of the Star Wars titles they have. They literally have every Star Wars title. You can also get XCOM here, Men of War Assault Squad 2. All of the games I play on the channel you can buy here for extremely cheap prices. If you use my affiliate link in the description, it helps me out a ton. So thank you guys for listening to this sponsorship, and thank you to Instant Gaming for continuing to sponsor the channel. Alrighty then, gamers, let's go in slow-mo for the start of this thing and begin the battle. That's right, for May the 4th, Star Wars Day, we are doing another one of these tournaments. This has always been a fan favorite of the channel, so I am happy to oblige and do some more. If you guys didn't see yesterday's Star Wars Empire at War video, I had an announcement in that, and I think I'll say it here too, because Men of War has always been a little bit more popular than my Empire at War videos. But yes, I am going to be doing a return to Star Wars. Now, the channel is going to be a lot more variety oriented from here on out. However, Star Wars will always have a special place in my heart, and I just couldn't leave it forever. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to do 2, 3, 4 Star Wars videos per week, and the rest will be variety videos, mainly battle simulators and things like that, to sort of keep it on theme with what we normally do on the channel. But I didn't want to leave Star Wars forever. I just needed a good solid month-long break, and May the 4th, all the hype around it really got me re-interested in playing some Star Wars games and returning to what made my channel my channel. You know, I love Star Wars more than anything, but everyone gets burnt out. You know, everyone gets burnt out on something. Too much of a good thing can become a bad thing, and that's basically what happened with me and Star Wars. But I've been getting really passionate about it, getting back into it, having fun with Star Wars, so I am happy to continue the content. But I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. I am going to, of course, do Star Wars videos, like I said, 2 or 3 times a week, most likely. But I am also going to be sprinkling in other variety videos so I don't get burnt out again. So I hope you guys understand. I really appreciate those of you who were supportive, and for those of you who were nasty in the comments because I wasn't doing what you wanted, just unsubscribe, because I think that kind of behavior is not something I want in my community. Either way, we have most of the troopers on the battlefield backing out of the inner city. The cornucopia, if you will, if we're going to call this like a Hunger Games style battle. Most of them, you know, initiated a bit of a slaughter. There was definitely a lot of heartache for these armies in the middle. You know, Mandalorians and clone troopers have a graveyard going on right here. Umbarans lost a lot of soldiers around here. Geonosians lost a lot of soldiers. The rebels are still in here, but they too have taken some sufficient losses. Stormtroopers haven't really done too horribly, to be completely honest. These guys in the pits seem to be hiding out there right now. I thought they might come up, but it turns out they didn't really want to do that. So they're still in the pits there, and maybe they'll end up fighting each other. But the rest of the armies that weren't in the pits suffered some pretty heavy losses and have now splintered off and gone into the desert, taking cover in some of the ruins across the battlefield. And of course, this is perfectly acceptable. That's why there are ruins in the back of the battlefield here, so that these troopers do have a place to retreat to if they need. You know, we're looking for strategy here. We're not looking for all of the armies to duke it out in the first 10 seconds of the battle and to have an immediate winner. We're looking for troopers who stand out from the crowd, play the game of life well, play the game of Star Wars chess well, and manage to come out on top despite the enemies perhaps being more powerful than them and things like that. So that's what we want to see here. Looks like the Umbarans are taking this top of the sand dune up here. The Geonosians choosing to go down into the lower part of the sand dune right there. Not the smartest. Mandalorians also going on a lower part here, but having to tango with a few of these Black Sun troopers here as they go. That's going to be a bit tricky. They're both probably relatively evenly matched, although the Mandalorians have more troopers piled up in that area, while the Black Sun Pirates have more troopers over in this area over here. The clone troopers seem to have taken some sufficient losses, and they also got splintered. I think there's a lot of clone troopers sort of scattered throughout the galaxy right now, or, well, throughout the planet. And just 4 of them managed to retreat back while others are held up somewhere else. Like I was saying earlier, the rebels still sort of in this hole. The stormtroopers also sort of still in this hole. I hope they do kind of end up merging together on the battlefield right about here and smashing it out. I think that would be very, very cool to see. The Wookiees are looking very strong, might I add. These guys, I have not seen many dead Wookiees on the battlefield. It seems like they're doing a great job currently in staying alive. So that's good to see. All right, I think we kick it up into normal speed now and see how this ends up going. Mandalorians beginning to encroach on some of the Umbaran territory over here. It looks like they want to take a big chunk of high ground for themselves, but they're not really able to. The Umbarans already have set up here, and they've managed to waste 2 Mandalorians on the left side over there, and the rest of the Mandalorians on the right side aren't exactly doing too hot at the moment. So that's probably going to end up being a bit of a lost cause right there. The Mandalorians also seem to no longer have much of a problem from the Black Sun Pirates over here immediately, but pretty soon these Black Sun Pirates could be coming upon them, and it would end up being a bit of a hammer and anvil play with the Mandalorians being squeezed between the Umbarans over there and the Black Sun Pirates over there. That would not be very good. Down goes another Mandalorian right there. Ouchie. Not too good to see right there. That's no bueno. Meanwhile, the Geonosians over this way seem to be tangoing with the Wookiees a little bit. The Wookiees taking cover a bit, but also just sort of out in the open here. The Geonosians do have the high ground, but the Wookiees are so spread out that I don't think it would matter. I think once a Geonosian sort of pops their head out, the Wookiees are going to fire from all angles on them and really wipe them out. So the Geonosians would kind of have to just push right here, all get their troopers behind cover immediately, and then start firing down for them to have really any sort of effective effect on the Wookiees. I don't think the Geonosians are smart enough, powerful enough, etc. to actually do that, and we can already see some of these buggy boys going down due to the Wookiees' concentrated firepower right there. They basically have a firing squad poised at that hillside, and they are taking out anyone who dares to poke their heads over it. Meanwhile, over here, the battle droids seem to be lasting longer in this thing than we have ever seen them before in one of these tournaments. Normally, the battle droids go down almost instantly. Their E5s are absolutely terrible weapons. Their health is not as good due to their lack of armor. battle droids are just kind of trash, but them sort of retreating and running away from the majority of the battlefield here at the very beginning of the battle has resulted in them actually sticking in it for a number of minutes here. Very not customary for the battle droids. Normally they're just out of this thing right away, but they're sticking to it. Meanwhile, the rebel soldiers over here seem to have gotten out of the pit like I predicted they would, and they have begun to enter their way into the desert. However, now they are getting distracted by these B-1 battle droids over here, who are trying to slink away from the rebels, who are, of course, a daunting enemy considering the fact that they have won multiple of these tournaments in the past. Over here, the clone troopers have completely run away. They are just sort of chilling over here. I think the stragglers who were left behind have ended up being wiped out by the rebels, by perhaps the droids, maybe the Wookiees too. So the clone troopers over here are just sort of hiding it out. I think waiting for some of these larger armies to duke it out and finish each other off for them to come sweep in at the last minute and maybe manage to do something when things have evened out for them, because they took some heavy losses in the immediate portion of this battlefield. Meanwhile, the rebels holding true to their initial title of champs and doing some power plays here, setting up defenses on the interior of the city. If everyone else is going to retreat out of the city, then it seems like the rebels are going to take this opportunity to take the city and then hold it and defend it, because eventually everyone's going to end up coming back here. And that's what we're seeing right now. The rebels strategizing immensely well. Two Mandalorians ended up getting caught out in the city area too. One of them already down. The other is stuck between a rock and a hard place. The Geonosians over there and the rebels over here. And he just clearly doesn't know what to do, and down he goes. The Umbarans up top here also seem to be biding their time, similar to the clone troopers on the other side of the map. However, in this case, the Umbarans have more numbers. So this seems to be a bit more cowardice, I would say, than the clones. The clones sort of have to. You know, they don't have the numbers to take on any large-scale engagements. Meanwhile, the Umbarans could easily come out here and sweep these Mandalorians off the floor, I think. They've definitely got the numbers to do it, and they've got the high ground, but instead they're being cowardly and staying in the back lines there. So I think the Umbarans are doing this out of cowardice instead of necessity, unlike the clone troopers. Meanwhile, the Wookiees over here are the exact opposite of cowards. They are pushing the Geonosians here hard, and not even all of them, just a few random Wookiees coming on in there, while the rest are beginning to probe the exterior of the compound here once again, perhaps trying to get into it, similar to what the rebels are doing right now. Speaking of the rebels, they're actually taking on a firing squad of the B-1 battle droids. Perhaps the B-1 battle droids programming kicked into bravery gear and caused them to come up onto this hilltop and begin firing at the rebels on the opposite side. I'm actually kind of confused by this, because normally the B-1s are very cowardly and don't do a whole lot of action, but here they are up top here firing in on the rebel soldiers. I'm very impressed actually by the B-1s right there. While we have a bit of a break in sort of the firing going on right now, there's just not a lot of action. One Wookiee and a couple of Geonosians just sort of shooting each other, but not really resulting in much. I thought we'd check in on the Stormtroopers, who are still chilling right here. And this actually isn't a dead Stormtrooper. This is a dead clone trooper right here. So I have a feeling the Stormtroopers have all of their troopers left alive, which is very surprising to me. I didn't think that would be possible at this junction in the battle. I mean, it's pretty late in the battle, but these guys are straight up just chilling down here. All right, as I was talking about the Stormtroopers, some B-1 battle droids actually come up top here and start firing down. One Stormtrooper did end up dropping, I noticed, but I was too far away to see the actual action. Over here, we have the Black Sun Pirates actually collecting each other here. They were pretty scattered to the wind for a little while there, but now they are collected, and they're going up against these rebel soldiers. The rebels do, of course, have the high ground and quite a bit of cover here. The rebels have really figured out a good position to be in right here, and they're just firing down at the Black Sun Pirates. The Black Sun Pirates trying to respond in turn with some fire of their own, but this is definitely going to be a tough nut to crack for them. I wish them good luck, but I don't think it's actually going to end up happening. Meanwhile, the Wookiees over here seem to be making plays, pushing on forward in the back lines. They might be re-entering into the compound pretty soon here. It seems like they might have actually taken out the majority of the Geonosians over here. Yeah, there's only 2 Geonosians left alive right there, and that might be it. Oh no, there's 2 more right there. Okay, so there's 4 Geonosians total. The Wookiees have taken out a large swath of them. 1 Geonosian daring to fire up at the Wookiees yet again, but not really amounting to much. 1 Wookiee does enter into the compound and tries firing down at the Stormtroopers below, but ends up getting wiped out before he can really do all that much. These Stormtroopers are being real cheeky by just sort of staying in this hole. I don't understand why they're doing it. It's not like they're stuck. I mean, there's literally stairs right here and right here. They have 2 exits they can take out of the hole, but instead they're just, I don't know, call it a strat, call it cowardice, I don't know what you want to call it, but they're hanging out in there and it seems to be working, so good for them. Meanwhile, 1 Geonosian down here has gone down. There is still 1 Geonosian left alive. The Wookiees have guns poised on this hillside. It seems like they want to take out the Geonosians before they sort of proceed back into the compound over here. Maybe not, actually. Oh, okay. Yeah, a few Wookiees actually pushing into the compound here. I think they want to flush out these Stormtroopers. Not sure if they have grenades or not, though. We can actually check right now. No, Wookiees do not have grenades, and that's actually a balancing thing. Because their rifles are more powerful than other rifles, they are not allowed to have, basically, grenades, healers, etc., etc. It's sort of a bit of a nerfing thing for them. Either way, though, grenades are basically what's necessary here to take out these Stormtroopers, and they just don't got it. Who do got it, though, are the B-1 battle droids over here who just aren't doing anything. Oh, we've got a bit of a clone trooper charge here. Clone troopers coming out of the desert. Only 3 of them. I thought there were 4. Perhaps the 4th has died, and they get ambushed by the B-1 battle droids out of nowhere. And all 3 of them go down. The B-1 battle droids managed to hide in the desert. Perhaps it was the camouflage of their tan armor there, and just wait for the clone troopers to run on by, and they took them out one by one right there. There is still 1 clone trooper in the very back lines here. There was indeed a 4th, so the clones are almost out of this thing with 1 trooper left. Wowza. Over this way, the rebels do appear to be in actually a little bit of hot water. Many of their troopers who used to be on this firing area here have actually shrunk back into this area back here, where they have a lot less potential to get outgoing fire. And I believe that's because the Black Sun Pirates have pressured them so much. Right now, the Black Sun Pirates are hightailing it back up this hill here, but it seems like they did manage to spook off the rebels a little bit there. The rebels have taken some significant losses in recent times, specifically around here from the Wookiees, it appears. However, they've still got a strong force back here, and they do hold the center of the compound right there, so that will still be difficult to hold, I think, but also difficult for others to come and take. Meanwhile, it looks like the Umbarans over here, who have managed to kill a few more Mandalorians, and the Mandalorians actually, are coming on forward here. And there we go. They're heading down the hill a little bit here, and it looks like they might be trying to maybe get to this cover piece over here to attack the Black Sun and the rebels up top there. Not fully sure. Meanwhile, the rest of the Mandalorians, they started to come forward, but instead now they're just sort of hanging out in this valley area over here. Once again, it seems like maybe they were spooked off by the sound of outgoing blaster fire close by, and they decided not to press their luck, because the Mandalorians have had a tough time here. They have been one of the few factions to basically fight everyone. I mean, they were getting down and dirty this entire time. They've been in constant combat and with multiple different partners, and now they're just sort of dwindling. You know, their numbers, because of so much fighting, have gone significantly down, and they have killed a lot of troopers. I mean, those Mandalorians are straight up some of the heroes of this battle, getting the most kills, but the problem is, strategically, it hasn't been very smart, because now they are a weaker faction among factions who haven't really been fighting that much. There is something to say about veterancy, though, because now they have higher levels than others. Every kill you get a little bit of XP, and it increases your veterancy, which will increase the amount of hit points you can take, increase your sprint speed, increase things like your accuracy, stuff like that. But will it be enough? Because they have taken significant losses, and I'm not entirely sure how much their veterancy has actually gone up. Either way, I am hearing fire over here, and it looks like the Wookiees are continuing to mess around with the Stormtroopers down here. The Stormtroopers still stuck in this hole. The Wookiees still just hanging out on the outside of the hole, daring the Stormtroopers to come on out and meet their firing squad, and you know, if the Stormtroopers weren't going to come out of this hole earlier, they're certainly not going to come out of this hole now, because that would just be a suicide wish. So I don't know what the Wookiees' plan is there. It's just sort of a standoff at this point. And we've also got B-1 battle droids down here fighting against some more rebels who have come out of their hole over this way and are trying to take them on. The rebels don't really have too much actually incoming firepower from the B-1 battle droids, because it seems like most of the B-1 battle droids are actually focusing in on this one random Wookiee over here. This man standing alone fighting against like 4 different B-1 battle droids, and the B-1 battle droids suck at aiming so much that it doesn't really matter. You know, he might as well be in full cover against a strong enemy. Yeah, he dipped after a while there, but he is still doing fine. He is doing just fine right there. All right, we do have a little action over here from the Umbarans as well as the Mandalorians. It looks like the Mandalorians getting caught in another engagement. However, this time around, since the Umbarans moved off of this hillside, they do have a bit of high ground right there. So that might be advantage them, although the Umbarans are now sprinting up towards the hillside here, so they might end up retaking the ground. Who knows? They seem to be very indecisive as to what they actually want to do there. Okay, so we've had a lot of quiet right now, but all of a sudden the Wookiees started to pressure the Stormtroopers a bit more. 2 of their Wookiee warriors going down, actually, in the process right there. Meanwhile, the rebels have started to actually move further towards the Wookiees here, which is interesting. I didn't think they'd be able to do it, but the distraction from the Stormtroopers has allowed these guys to sneak closer to the Wookiees right there. They might be able to get a cheeky little flank on them. But one problem that is sort of preventing the rebels from fully committing to that cheeky little flankaroonie is these battle droids over here. The battle droids continuing to be a pain in the tuchis for the rebel soldiers on the other side of the battlefield. It is not very good. Not good at all. Yeah, these B-1 battle droids are just a nuisance at this point. And surprisingly, they have a lot of troopers left. I don't think they have a lot of kills, but they're doing something. They're making waves randomly. All right, more Wookiee firing over here with the Stormtroopers. What's going on with the Geonosians? Are they still in this thing? I think the Geonosians have been dead for a while, actually. Yeah, I don't know if I remembered that or not earlier, but yeah, nah, I don't think there's any more Geonosians on the battlefield at this juncture. I think they're all gonzo. Here we go, Umbarans fighting against the Mandalorians over here. Finally getting some other factions involved in the battlefield right now. I feel like we've been stuck on the same 3 in the center for a while. But there we go, the Umbarans and Mandalorians finally getting a little bit of fire output out there. But once again, not really amounting to too much. Oh, we got more Stormtrooper v Wookiee fighting over here. But the Wookiees getting stuck in this corner and not knowing what to do. They really just desperately need grenades to go up against these Stormtroopers. All right. Checking in on the Black Sun, who we haven't really heard from for a while. They all just seem to be chilling right there. They don't really want to do anything, I don't think. Big moves happening over here with some Stormtroopers. A bunch of them just booked it towards the stairs, and then looks like they got shot, and they're just kind of chilling again. Okay, maybe not a lot going on there. The Wookiees still just sort of staring at them from up top. And they're moving around again. Okay. Oh, we got more movement from the Wookiees this time around. Oh my god, they're actually getting some shots out here. They might get a Stormtrooper kill. Keep it up. Come on. That man has like 3 or 4 shots on him. Oh, we missed that last shot. That could have been him right there doing him in, but didn't end up happening. My goodness. Come on. No. Get back in there, buddy boy. We're struggling at this point. The tournament not going too well. All right, here's the deal. I am going to put 5 minutes on the clock here. I will start my phone timer. And at the end of 5 minutes, if absolutely nothing has happened... Ooh, we got a grenade. Actually, even if something has happened, we are going to move all of the troopers into the interior of this area here and make them fight it out. We're going to seal it off. Oh, grenade takes out some Stormtroopers right there. Nice. We're going to seal it off and force them to all get into combat here, because this thing, I have been cutting through it a little bit, so it's not totally long, but it has been going on for about a half an hour now, and I think You know, it could go on for another couple hours, to be completely honest. And as much as I would like to just see it play out, I don't have that much time in the day to make that happen. So 5 minutes is going now. About 40 seconds has passed, and we shall see what ends up happening. And at the end of the 5 minutes, if nothing major has happened, or if things major have happened, we will still, nonetheless, send everyone to the center. It looks like the Mandalorians and the Umbarans might have actually clashed with each other a few more times here, because right now the Mandalorians are really down to like 6 troopers, and the Umbarans over here might have taken some losses over this way. I can't remember if this was done at the early part of the tournament or at the later part of the tournament, but regardless, it does seem like more of both of these troopers have gone down, so I think there was a bit of a skirmish. Additionally, the Black Sun Pirates have begun to crest up this hill farther and farther, taking on the rebels that are up there, daring them to peek over here, but both sides not really taking too many losses. They've been engaging with each other for about 10 minutes now and still nothing. In addition to that, we've also got the same thing going on with the B-1 battle droids over here, as well as the rebel soldiers over here, and not much amounting from that either. Meanwhile, the one lone clone trooper has made it to the farthest corner of the battlefield. My man's feeling real lonely back there, but at the very least, he is definitely safe. Meanwhile, the Wookiees and the Stormtroopers still not really amounting to too much. Stormtroopers seem to be more centered in the middle now, whereas before they were on the outside of their pit. And the Wookiees taking some losses, but still just sort of maintaining their same presence against this wall here. Not too much going on with that. We have a massive grenade going off over here next to the Wookiees. Most of the Wookiees managed to get out of the way, though, and avoid that grenade, but that's the most action that has happened in the last 30 seconds. We literally had like 20 seconds of silence, not a shot being fired, and it seems to be happening again a little bit here. Some of the Wookiees actually going to the stairs now, which is interesting. Not a great tactic there, because that you're just gonna peek in and immediately get shot, which is what's been happening. But yeah, just more derpy fighting from the Wookiees and the Stormtroopers over here. All quiet over here. I think we are definitely gonna need to toss everyone back into the cornucopia. Oh, we do have some movement over here though. Black Sun Pirates engaging and then immediately running away again. That's the problem here, is that they're all cowards. Umbaran's doing the same, and Mandalorian's doing the exact same as well. So yes, we got some serious cowardice problems on the battlefield right now, with no one wanting to commit to a fight except for the Wookiees. The Wookiees are the real OGs here, the real gamers, the MLG pros, baby. We got 1 minute left on the clock before we got to toss everyone in the cornucopia here. Okay, gamers, the last minute has gone ahead and passed right there. At this point, we've basically just got the Black Sun still firing at the rebels, but nothing really happening. There's basically no progress here on the battlefield still, so I'm going to go ahead and click pause. I'm going to go ahead and collect everyone in the center. I am going to seal off the exits, and we will see who ends up finally winning this thing after all. Okay, gamers, final death portion of the battle is now active, baby. So essentially, we have all of the troopers in the center now. Exits have been sealed off. Pits have been sealed off, so you cannot enter them anymore, and all of the troopers have been clustered together into different zones of the map. So they are going to basically instantly start firing out. We'll go in slow-mo for the first little bit here, just to see what ends up going down. Remember, the clone troopers only have 1 soldier left. I put him in this little room here, just to be nice to him. Another exit that has not been sealed. Gasp! Put a block there. Nice. Put 2, actually, just in case. 3. No escaping. So we've got 1 clone trooper, and of course the Geonosians have been out of the battle for a while now. Meanwhile, everyone else does have sizable numbers that could potentially win. Let's go ahead and get this thing rumbling and see what ends up going down. So, right off the bat, there's just chaotic fire everywhere. Stormtroopers finally having to actually fight in the battlefield. Grenades going off from multiple different directions at this juncture. We've got the rebels over here having to deal with the Black Sun Pirates in person. first person. They're actually having to face each other. The Umbarans over here also having to face the Mandalorians over here. Mandalorians getting some good fire out, killing a couple of Black Sun Pirates along with a couple of those boyos over there too. We've got the Stormtroopers managing to blow up half of the Battle Droid Army right there, but they're also getting hit hard by some Wookiee fire in the butte over this way. The Stormtroopers also fighting against some of the rebels over here who managed to dispatch most of those Black Sun Pirates right off the bat, which was pretty impressive right there. Meanwhile, we've got a couple of Umbarans in this garage and one rebel in this garage, which is strange enough. A ton of Stormtroopers blitzkriegen the Mandalorians over here, which is interesting. And I don't know what they're doing. They're just moving. They're just moving and grooving. All right, let's go into normal speed here. Why are you guys doing this? Oh, they're trying to run away, I think, and they met a absolute dominating firing squad. Calm down, jeez. Whoa. Okay, Umbarans. Why don't you settle? Why don't you settle on down there? They, yeah, that was brutal for the Stormtroopers. There is one Stormtrooper left alive over here as well. Stormtroopers still managed to mess up this entire battle for themselves. There's one Mandalorian over here, and he goes down. Where's our clone trooper buddy? Did he die? Oh, no, that's a Stormtrooper. I have a feeling our clone trooper buddy might have ended up going down. Rip potato chip to my man. So I think the clone troopers are out of this as well. How are you guys escaping? Okay, a few Black Sun Pirates have managed to escape. I'm going to pause and put them back in. Okay, Black Sun Pirates are back into the fortress here. There you go. Still a couple of Mandalorians left alive over here. A bunch of Wookiees left alive over here inside this area. A ton of the rebel soldiers over here still alive, though they have taken some more losses in this engagement with the Wookiees that's been going on. Umbaran still got a sizable force down this hallway, as well as, oh no, it looks like the Black Sun Pirate over here managed to take care of those in the garage there. Still a couple of Black Sun Pirates there. We are once again sort of all quiet on the western front here. One Mandalorian running back to his friends. Okay. Huh. All right, well, not too much action. Wookiees sort of making a play here. Interessant. What are you going to do, my friends? I really have to sneeze. Achoo! Woo! All right. Wowza. Intensity. You gotta love some intensity when you sneeze, boys. That's what we like to see. All right. Either way, now I have snot on my monitor. Not really. All right. Wookiees pushing forward. Getting some of that Kashyyyk bravery in them. Come on. Keep moving, boys. Keep on pushing them. Keep on threatening these boys. Yeah, they're moving forward here. That one rebel's just not really firing back, is he? And he drops to the ground. Okay. Nice job, Wookiees. Still about 10 rebels over there. Probably about 10 Wookiees, too. They're pushing out. Nice job. Mandalorians over here, taking on a Black Sun Pirate in there. Umbaran's still not really doing too much. Black Sun still not really doing too much in there. The Wookiees are the real players right now. They are trying to take a dominant stance on the battlefield. They are done hanging out in this area over here. They want to move. They want to groove. They want to get going here. Who's back here? How are you guys getting out? Oh my god. Somehow the Umbarans are forcing their way out over here, so I am actually going to go ahead and put them... I can't put them there. I don't want to, like, just suicide. I guess I'll put more barricades up. More barricades so you can't leave, okay? There you go. No leaving. Fight. Win. All right, a Wookiee taking on a few Black Sun Pirates over here. Getting some shouts off. Not terrible. Moving back. All right, still not a ton of action going on here. Yeah, not a ton. The Wookiees continue to sort of push forward over here. There's just, yeah, not a lot of action from anyone but the Wookiees at this moment. The Wookiees pressuring the Rebels has really put them in their place a little bit here. The Rebels, of course, you know, having been just absolutely messing everyone up for the entirety of this battle, but now they are definitely a little bit more scared. But beyond that, yeah, just not a lot of shots being fired. Oh, we do have Black Sun Pirates moving forward a little bit here, taking some shots at Rebels. Oh, Rebel does end up going down. Grenade. If this blows up the speeder, all of these Rebels are dead. Yikes! Wow, I have no idea how that guy lived, but gosh dang, the Rebels are out of the running here. Unless actually, a few might be unconscious. Let's find out. But either way, that was definitely... Yeah, one was unconscious. A second was unconscious, and he got blown past the barricade, so we'll put it back in there. Two of them were, actually. But there you go. The rebels are now down for the count. They are not coming back. That was really unfortunate for them. Really unlucky. So there's still the Wookiees. There's still the Black Sun Pirates. There's still the Trandosians right there. Oh, there's still a rebel in here. I forgot. Okay, the rebels are not out of this thing. All right, good for them. There's still these Mandalorians over here. Wookiees now on a warpath, moving on forward. Really cruising right now. They do end up going down right there a little bit. Well, look at this, the Wookiees. Okay, you guys are overstretching here. Yeah, Wookiees, I know you're confident, but you guys are overdoing it right now. Now they're taking on the Umbarans in this tunnel area over here. They are getting a few kills, but they are taking off way more than they could chew. This is not a smart move, Wookiees. They are, yeah, this is not smart at all. This one Wookiee, though, taking out a lot of Trandosians. I'm actually impressed, but he does end up going down. Yeah, the Wookiees might have just thrown this game right there. That was really stupid. Mandalorian's still running around like idiots. There's actually more Wookiees back here. Gosh dang, the Wookiees are like vast in terms of numbers. They have survived during this thing. There goes another Mandalorian right there. There's only 2 Mandalorians left, I think. 3 Umbarans left. 1 rebel and 3 Black Sun Troopers and a number of Wookiees who are now moving about yet again. Well, the Umbarans don't even want to challenge that Wookiee there. They're like, you know what? Hold fire, hold fire. Not a good idea. All right, here we go. People coming out of the corners, coming out of the woodwork. There you go. 2 Umbarans dead right there. At the Wookiee's hands, no less. Yeah, there's 6 Wookiees left alive right there. There goes another Umbaran. Oh, here comes a Mandalorian. He tries to round the corner, but ends up getting gunned down. Another one follows suit. Guys, come on. Don't be fools. There's still a rebel back there. There's still a Black Sun Pirate right there, and 2 Black Sun Pirates right there. So, there are only 3 left in this whole thing. 3 factions left. There's 3 Black Sun Pirates, I believe 6 Wookiees, maybe 5, and 1 rebel soldier. Very interesting. Huh, they're not really fighting here, huh? There you go. Rebels are out. 1 Black Sun is out. There's 2 Black Sun Pirates versus a number of Wookiees now. This did not go the way I thought it was going to go. I really thought the Rebels might have this thing in the bag, but clearly they do not. All right, it is now 1v1 in terms of factions right now. And this is it. This is what we live for, boys. No one's really moving at the moment. We're just standing still. And there we go. A Wookiee does end up perishing at the hands of a Black Sun pirate right there. My goodness. Another trooper takes out another Wookiee. All right, it is now like a 2v4. Wookiee standing tall. Both sides reloading right now. Black Sun Pirate keeps firing. Wookiee also keeps firing. Wookiee does end up getting the kill. It is now a 1 versus 4. 1v4 Wookiees. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 Wookiees. 1 Black Sun Pirate. That's all we got now. And that Wookiee does end up going down. 1v3 Black Sun Pirates. Impressive stuff. Impressive stuff. Let's see. Wookiees not really doing much now. This has been a long and hard battle. Here we go. A little bit of fire over here. Come on, Wookiee. Oh my god, he goes down too. It's now a 1v2. He could do this. He's taking out a grenade. He's playing it safe. Oh my god, it's a 1v1. The Black Sun Pirates. 1v1. Here's the Wookiee, and there's the Black Sun Pirate. Oh my god, he's like the Terminator. What the heck? Was not expecting this. All right. Wookiee, are you going to do anything here? He's just sort of chilling. The Wookiee has 1 kill. Oh, he does move out, actually. And the Black Sun Pirate has 5 kills total. Holy cow. Oh my god. Here comes the Wookiee. He's like charging out now. He's ready to avenge his comrades. All right, he's coming into this little bunker hut. See what he can do. If he can really do anything, I'm not entirely sure. All right, this is intense. This is tense, dude. Tense like camping. Intense. Get it? Huh? Pun. All right, Wookiee's still searching around. Look at him go. He's stalking his prey. Well, the Black Sun is over here now. Also stalking. Oh, they're about to meet, I think. Oh, they're looking at their fallen comrades. Okay. Dudes, alright, you know what? We're gonna have them meet in the middle. This is absurd. Alright. Here we go. Alright, you know what? You go there. You go there. Bada bing, they're both gonna meet at the same time. Oh, but the Black Sun Pirate had to reload! And the Wookiees win! Literally came down to the last soldier right here. Holy cow. What a battle. Look at all of the dead littering the ground. This is intense. The Wookiees end up winning the ultimate Star Wars Battle Royale here. Congratulations to the Wookiees. Congratulations to anyone who ended up voting for the Wookiees. Congrats, congrats, congrats. Either way, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to hit the like button if you did, subscribe if you have not already, and comment on down below if you enjoyed the video. Happy May the 4th. May the 4th be with you, and I'll see you all in tomorrow's video. Peace! I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.